To all my dear students, have you joined the class? Am I audible to all? Okay, okay, that's good. Now I will share presentation. Is the screen visible to all? Okay. So many students have joined. That's very good. So today we will start with fiber optic communication. Okay, we will start with fiber optic communication, which by the name we came to know that it is the communication with the help of fiber optics. And what is fiber optics nowadays? It's a very common terminology. Using fiber optics, optical fiber we are using in day-to-day life for communication. And right now the most enhanced network is of GeoFiber. By the name we know that they are using fiber, GeoFiber. We are having connections at our homes, which is providing you internet facility at very fast rate. They are providing us the facility of internet connection. We are using, see right now I am also using GeoFiber only to deliver my lecture. And fiber optic communication means communication is taking place through fiber optics. That means it is a wired communication. Okay, it's a wired communication. So in this subject, fiber optic, slides are visible to all. And I am audible also. If you have any problem, you can turn on your mic and speak, or you can chat with me. So first we will discuss the syllabus. So it is divided into 5 course outcomes. Your subject code is 6EC403. Maximum marks for this subject is 150, 30 internal and 120 external marks. NTEM exam is of 3 hours. 3 credit points are there for this subject, and this subject is very helpful for electronics and communication student, and very important also, because nowadays every communication is turning out to be into the form of optic fibers. We are using everywhere fiber optics for communication because it has enormous advantages. So we will first discuss the syllabus, introduction, objective, scope, and outcome of the course. Then we have, see, I think few of you know this topics of propagation of light, vector nature of light, because I think in 12th standard you have studied this basics, which we will use here only. So in the second unit, we have to discuss introduction to vector nature light, how light can be used, okay? What is the nature of light and how we are propagating this light into one wire, which is known as fiber. How your light is propagating in that we have to discuss. So introduction to vector nature of light, then propagation of light, how light is propagated within some wire, okay, how it will be propagated, how losses will be incurred, and how we can reduce that losses. So propagation of light is very important aspect, because light wave will travel inside the fiber optic. Okay, optic means we all know. Okay, who will tell me what is the meaning of optic? See, it's a two-way communication. Okay, otherwise we won't have any interactive class. So you can ask your queries, I can ask some questions, you can answer that questions. If you know, if you don't know, it will be okay, but just answer. What do we mean by optic? सही होना जरूरी नहीं है आंसर, बट एक बेसिक इंटरेक्टिव सेशन के लिए आप लोग जवाब दे सकते हो. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ऑप्टिक? बाय द वर्ड ऑप्टिक व्हाट वी कैन से, इट्स अ लाइट. वेरी गुड. So what we are doing, we are trying that this light should propagate from one end to another end. Only light doesn't mean it will propagate. Light means it will have some message, it will have some information which will propagate from one end to other end. So that message has to be propagated through this optic fiber. So very good. So after that, what we have to discuss, propagation of light, finished. Propagation of light in a cylindrical dielectric rod. First, propagation of light, then how this light will be propagated in cylindrical rod. Okay, we have seen that the structure of optical fiber or a wire is in cylindrical form. So how that light will be propagated within that we have to discuss. Then the basic concepts of light, that are ray model, how that ray will be propagated in the form of light, ray model, wave model. Okay, then different types of optical fiber. What do you mean by different types of optical fiber? Do you know? Do you know some basics? Yeah, how we have differentiated this optical fiber? How many different types of optical fibers are there? Very good. Step index and grid index fiber. So we are having two different types of optic fibers. Very good. Step index and grid index fiber through which the light will propagate. Okay. Then model analysis of a step index fiber. So how these are differentiated, step index and grid index fiber? They are differentiated by their fabrication process. Fabricating these two, step index and grid index fiber, will differentiate. Their internal structure will differentiate. What do you mean by step index and grid index fiber? And by the diagram also, by seeing the diagram, you can also come to know whether it is a step index or grid index fiber. Then model analysis of a step index fiber. The next unit comprises of signal degradation. See, I have designed a fiber. Through that fiber, light will travel. Okay, it we can travel to a long distance, to a short distance. It can move from one place to another. It is a wired communication. So while communicating, while that light will travel from one end to other end, there will be some distortions. That distortion will degrade the signal quality. So how, what parameters affect the signal degradation is dispersion and attenuation. Attenuation means as the light propagates from one place to another place, or it travels through a distance, the light ray gets attenuated. That means its amplitude degrades. Attenuation means amplitude continuously decreases. That is my attenuation. Dispersion means that light will get spread. Its intensity will degrade. That is dispersion. Okay, so we all know there are different kinds of dispersion. I think you have studied ISI pattern also. So optical fiber due to dispersion and attenuation. See, this is again, we can say you have from second year continuously you are studying your communication subjects. Am I right? You have studied analog communication, digital communication, then you will be having wireless communication subject. So dispersion and attenuation will affect the signal quality which is propagating through optical fiber. Okay, so signal degradation on optical fiber due to dispersion and attenuation. Clear? Then, after this degradation, what we have to discuss is how these fibers are fabricated. What are the fabrication steps and process through which we are designing this optical fiber? So, see, this is the subject. I think for the first time we will study this subject. So, every content should be there: fabrication, designing, different aspects of that optical fiber, then how it is communicating, what are its application, what are its sources, because this is a different kind of communication where we are having fixed inputs. Random inputs won't work. That means we have to generate the input, because here the input will be light. Okay, the input will be light. So whatever information we are getting, we have to convert that information into light. Okay, so for that, what is needed? Sources is needed, optical sources. So next unit is focused on your optical sources, that is LEDs and lasers. These are very common words, and from second year you are studying and using these LEDs in your experiments also. What is the full form of LED? Yes, students, full form of LED. Okay, and full form of laser. लेजर का फुल फॉर्म कौन बताएगा? Light detection and ranging, that is laser. Yes, now we are getting the right answers. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, that is laser. जनरल हमें क्या लगता है, लेजर अपने आप में ही एक वर्ड है, इट विल नॉट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ फुल फॉर्म. ओके, बट इट्स फुल फॉर्म इज आल्सो देयर, लेजर. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Okay, laser. So these two are the sources which will produce light energy. After getting the light from these optical sources, it will be communicated to the optic fiber. Fiber will be used here, that light will be fed into that fiber. So while this light propagates from source to optic fiber, there exist some losses. इट्स अ कॉमन थिंग कि अगर दो चीज को आप कनेक्ट कर रहे हो तो बीच में कुछ लॉसेस हो सकते हैं. तो ऑप्टिकल सोर्स से जब तुम्हारा ही कनेक्ट होगा फाइबर, तो कुछ लॉसेस वहां इनकर्ड हो सकते हैं. सो दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर. दिस ट्रांसमिशन लॉस शुड बी वेरी लेस. वी शुड कनेक्ट होल लाइट विच इज emerging from the source to the fiber. That is very, very important. Okay, then I have generated the light energy by using some optical sources. That light energy I am feeding it to through the communication system with the help of optic fiber. Okay, now the channel will be there. Through that channel your light will propagate. So where this signal degradation will takes place? While propagating from one end to another end. Within that optic fiber, you can get signal degradation due to dispersion and attenuation. Okay, at the receiving side, this is my transmission side. In between is a channel. At the receiving side, we are having some photo detectors. Photo means photon. Photons are the light energy. So at the receiving side, I will detect this light. This light is moving reverse now. Light energy we are getting. Now we have to collect this light energy at the receiving end. This light energy will be collected. If there is no proper collection of this light energy, there will be some loss. That means whatever input you are transmitting, or whatever information message you are transmitting from the input side at the receiver side, due to some noise, signal degradation, you won't get proper outputs. So that same light energy we will not get, we will get some losses over there. Okay, some error will be generated. So photodetectors consist of your pin diodes, APDs, avalanche photodiodes. Okay, so photodetectors means the receiver side which is detecting the light. So light energy is collected, and then this light energy will be converted into the energy form whichever you want. Okay, so pin diodes and APDs are used for photodetection process. Then detector responsivity, how much a detector is responding to the photon energy, that is detector photoresponsivity. Noise, we all know signal noise, optical receiver, then optical link design. The link which we are connecting from one end to another end, its designing is very important. It consists of some error parameters, bit error rate, BER, calculation, quantum limit, and power penalties. So these topics we have to discuss in optical link design topic. So this consists of your optical sources and optical detectors. Okay, see, this subject is very important in your masters also. Advanced fiber optic communication subject is there. So if students will move towards technical field, you will pursue your master's degree. Master's degree, this will be your compulsory subject, advanced fiber communication systems. Okay, so basics you are studying over here, and this is also used in any of the communication company. If you are going for your placement, they will definitely ask you about this fiber optic communication. Okay, in any of the IT company also, if they are dealing with this communication network, they will ask you about fiber optics. Then optical switches. While communicating the light, what will happen? We are traveling this light into a very long distance communication, we can use it. So optical switches are required. These switches are coupled mode analysis of directional couplers, electro-optic switches, and optical amplifiers. So two topics we have to discuss here, basically optical switch and optical amplifier, switching the light energy from one end to another end. So we will use switch, the switches we are using at home for on and off purpose. Here also optical switches are there which will direct the light from one portion to another portion. So coupled mode analysis of directional couplers. Couplers are there to join the light from one end to another end. So these are optical switches, electro-optic switches. And next important topic in this unit is your optical amplifiers. So amplifiers means you have studied lot many amplifiers. अब तक बहुत सारे एम्पलीफायर्स पढ़ चुके हो, नाम बताओ मुझे एम्पलीफायर्स के. Tell me the name of different amplifiers from first year you are studying amplifiers. And why amplification is needed. Without using amplifier, can we RF amplifier? Okay. Operational amplifier, very good. So what is an amplifier? It used for getting a more gain. Yes, to enhance the gain means to improve the output voltage capacity. We are using amplifiers. We are using amplifiers. Very good. BJT as an amplifier you have studied in second year. CE amplifier, CC amplifier, common base amplifiers you have studied. So everywhere in every communication, amplifiers are needed to amplify the gain because signal distortion takes place. So to enhance the signal quality, we will use amplifiers which will help to amplify the voltage. Okay, wherever distortion takes place after a certain distance, we have to put some amplifiers. So two types of amplifiers here you have to study. First one is your EDFA amplifier and second is your Raman amplifiers. So these will have some block diagrams, how they will amplify the signal, that we will study in this optical amplifier section. Okay, so this comprises of your unit 4. Okay, total we have divided this into 5 units. Serial number 2 is your unit 1, serial number 3 is your unit 2, serial number 4 is your unit 3, serial number 5 is your unit 4, and last unit, serial number 6 is your unit 5. Okay, so here we will discuss WDM and DWDM systems. What is WDM now? Who will tell? Please answer. A very basic question I have asked. WDM. Yes, students. Wavelength division multiplexing. Okay, what do you know about this wavelength division multiplexing? और DWDM किसी को पता है? These techniques are used in fiber optic communication for multiplexing process. I want to transmit n number of lights. There should be some process, na? There should be some process so by which I can use a single optical fiber and I can transmit or receive many number of inputs. So for that purpose, I am using WDM technology. Okay. So WDM and DWDM, wavelength division multiplexing, dense WDM systems. Next, principles of WDM network, very easy. सब diagrams है जिनको तुम्हें याद रखना है कि क्या process होता है इसमें. Principles of WDM networks, non-linear effects in fiber optic links, because we can't say every time it will be linear functioning of optical fiber. Some non-linear effects may take place. So that also we have to discuss. Non-linear effects in fiber optic links. Concept of self-phase modulation. Okay, student, who will tell me what is modulation? What is modulation? You can turn on your mic also. Or chat box is always ready. Okay, what is modulation? In very simple terms, I want the answer. And where you have used this term modulation? In which subject you have used this term? Convert high frequency to low frequency. Modulation. Acha. Both the answers are controversial. Na? So what? Which one is the right option? We can change the frequency of the signal according to our needs. Okay. Yes, we can change the frequency of the signal. And why we do this? Signal plus carrier signal. Very good. Modulation techniques we all know in communication, analog communication, digital communication. You have used this modulation technology to convert low frequency signal into high frequency signal. To transmit that signal, we perform modulation at the transmitter side, and the receiver side will perform demodulation of that signal. Why we are doing this? We are doing this for communication purpose. We can't transmit that original signal as it is. ADC. ADC is your analog to digital converter. Or something else.
Ma'am, analog to
Amisha is writing ADC. Okay, so many things are related with your modulation techniques, and you have studied all this modulation techniques. So here we will study the modulation which is required for fiber optics, the light energy, how it can be done. So it is by using self phase modulation, SPM. Okay, then group velocity dispersion. In a group, if the light is propagating, what is its velocity and what dispersion can be caused due to this group velocity? So GVD, that is group velocity dispersion. And last topic of your syllabus is your solution-based communication, which is very important, how communication is being takes place and what is the significance of solution based communication. So overall your syllabus is divided in 5 units. Total 40 lectures are mentioned by the RTU to complete this syllabus. Okay, and I think basics I have covered with the help of syllabus today. So now we will just discuss one diagram where how we are using this optical networks are used in day-to-day life. Nowadays, if I can say two persons are talking, this is an optical network. By using optic fiber, we have designed or we have connected a huge place. We are right now connecting city to city through optical fiber communication. From long distance communication, we are using this. So everywhere, see here, fiber to the cabinet, this optical fiber is used everywhere. This is linked with that metro stations, other stations, all are connected with the fiber. This is your main station, which is connected with this building with the help of fiber. Fiber to the home, fiber to the industry, fiber to any mall, any place, we are connected with optical fiber. In submarines also we are using that optical fiber. Okay, it will have some different offices where the information will be propagated. It will move from that place. So this is the whole optical network which we are using in day-to-day life. So now we will start with the basics and introduction to optical fiber. So introduction to optical communication. First unit we will discuss here how this communication is invented. A little bit of history we can discuss, because if we are starting with some new concept, new subject, we should know how it was introduced. So that basic few theory is mentioned in this slide. So introduction to communication, here what we are discussing how it was invented. Okay, so it was introduced in 1860s, the Morse telegraph. Transmission rate at that time was 1 bit per second, and now you can see what is the transmission rate. Distance, due to application of relay stations, 1000-kilometer distance it can use. Okay, it can transmit the data from one end to another end with a distance of less than 1000 kilometer. Clear. Invention of the telephone was 1876. Now first coaxial cable system, 1940, with the capability to transmit 300 voice channel was invented. The first coaxial cable was invented in 1940 with the capacity to transmit 300 voice channels. At a time, I can transmit 300 voice channels. Okay. Then the first microwave system was put into service in 1948 with a carrier frequency of 4 gigahertz. Coaxial and microwave systems were operating at 100 megabits per second. High-speed coaxial systems need repeater spacing of 1 kilometer. High-speed coaxial system. What are repeaters? A new word. क्या होता है repeater? Repeaters are used. See, at home also, if you have internet connection, you are living in a building, you will use some repeaters, routers you will use that will repeat that signal from certain amount of distance. So that repeaters are needed for long distance communication. Okay, the slides are visible to all. Slides are visible to all? Yes or no, students? Communication device. Yes, students, slides are visible to you? Okay. So repeaters will be spaced at a distance of 1 kilometer. So day by day, due to this enhancing technology, we are continuously designing or improving our systems. So you can see this digital system, digital transmission hierarchy. Different multiplexers are used, which are changing your transmission rate. First multiplexer is a device from many to one. Many inputs are there. Output will be one at a time. One output will be selected and that will be sent to the other end. So multiplexer, it will be selected from one point to other point. So I am having 1:24 range of inputs at the speed of 64 kilobit per second input. Multiplexer is producing the output at 1.544 megabit per second. See students, right now at home you are using your data connection, you are using some networks also, different Airtel, Vodafone, Jio. So you are having different speeds. You can see the speed is so good right now as compared to technology before 4 years, before 10 years, before 20 years. Day by day it has been improved and we are totally connected with the whole world. You can surf anything, you can contact to any person sitting in any of the country, you can have video calling through this data network. This is all the God's grace and blessings of this digital transmission system. Okay, fiber optic is the main element of this communication system. So you have studied many basic communication systems. So see, you can see here, after that, again, we are using some multiplexer at level T2. 4 signals at a speed of 1.544 megabits per second. Okay, output, we have generated 6.312 megabits per second. Speed has again changed. Again, we have fed to third multiplexer, fourth multiplexer. By using this digital transmission hierarchy, we can change the transmission rate. Okay, so at last, we can add some more also. But here I have shown 4 different systems which are connected together to get a speed of 274 megabits per second. Okay, so this is T4 multiplexer. So this is basic digital transmission hierarchy. Need for fiber optical communication. Increase of the bit rate. A very, very important, how to get a higher bandwidth. Distance product BL for different communication technologies over time. सबसे पहले टेलीग्राफ, फिर टेलीफोन, फिर कोएक्सियल cables, microwave. Then we use light wave for communication system. So this graph is showing you. Bits per second. This is the distance. Length product, bandwidth length product, BL product. So from 1850 we are starting till 2000 era. Now we are having fastest communication system, but India is lacking behind because other countries in America, United States of America, is now working on next generation. We have just adapted that generation which they were using from last 4 to 5 years. So we are moving back, but still we are happy that we are using this technologies very nicely. and it's helping us from long distance communication. See, we are attending classes, online classes kaise possible hai? Due to this internet facility only. You can see the videos, we can deliver lectures very smoothly from this. So this is the blessings we are taking, and we are taking the whole advantage of this communication system. So this graph shows ki how we are moved towards simple communication, towards fiber optic communication, optical amplifiers. Okay, a figure of merit of communication system is the bit rate. Bit rate is very important. How many bit is transmitted per second? That is my bit rate. Distance product BL, where B is the bit rate and L is the repeater spacing. At what length I am connecting the repeaters to get distortion free output. ठीक है, अगर मुझे 1000 किलोमीटर का एक डिवाइस कनेक्ट करना है, 1000 किलोमीटर ऑप्टिकल फाइबर, आई नीड सो till what length? Till 1 kilometer, 20 kilometers, till 20 kilometers. If I am getting a very good signal, after that the signal is distorting, dispersion, persistence, then what I will do, I will use some repeaters. After 20 kilometer तक मुझे लग रहा है कि मेरा bit rate बिल्कुल सही है, signal सही propagate हो रहा है, I won't use. After that I will use some repeater. So this repeater spacing is very important. That will define your BL product. Bit rate and L is the repeater spacing. Clear, students? So this is the history, how we are moving. How we are moving. See, light wave 10 to the power 9 किलोमीटर के बाद मुझे repeater लगाना पड़ रहा है. Okay, initially I had to use repeaters at a very very short distance. Within 1000 kilometers में मुझे बहुत सारे repeaters लगाने पड़ते थे. हर एक किलोमीटर पे मुझे repeaters apply करने पड़ते थे. ठीक है, now thousands of kilometers, no need of repeaters. Okay. So BL is very important parameter. The need for fiber optical communication. How we are moving towards, and we are using these advanced technologies. Now this is the very important light spectrum which is shown over here. That is introduction to optical communication. Z frequency spectrum, every student should know. As an electronic student, basic spectrum सबको पता होना चाहिए light का, कि किस रेंज से किस रेंज तक हमारी लाइट, हमारी एनर्जी कैसे प्रोपोगेट होती है. ठीक है, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड दिस एज रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी, माइक्रोमीटर फ्रीक्वेंसीज, मिलीमीटर फ्रीक्वेंसी, विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रम होता है माइक्रोमीटर रेंज में. ठीक है, तुमने पता है, यू आर एट योर होम, वी ऑल आर हैविंग माइक्रोवेव्स, इंडक्शंस वी आर हैविंग, सबके घर पर है ना. तो वो किस फ्रीक्वेंसी पे वर्क करता है माइक्रोवेव? वी शुड नो माइक्रोवेव रेंज ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसीज, एट दैट फ्रीक्वेंसी इट वर्क्स. ये स्टूडेंट घर में है माइक्रोवेव, देखा है तुमने? हाउ इट हीट्स योर फूड, what energy, because you have studied microwave engineering also. माइक्रोवेव इंजीनियरिंग भी सबने पढ़ा है ना. तो क्या रेंज है बता सकते हो मुझे माइक्रोवेव एनर्जी की? गीगाहर्ट्ज पे वर्क करता है. Yes, students, others? I don't know, it's gigahertz or not. I'm asking you. कि गीगा पे ही काम करता है, टेरा पे काम करता है, या उससे कम पे काम करता है? So that is very important कि हमारा माइक्रोवेव जो डिवाइसेस है, माइक्रोवेव एंटीनाज है, वो किस रेंज पे काम करते हैं, वो गीगाहर्ट्ज पे काम करते हैं तुम्हारे. ठीक है, एंड वी आर हैविंग डिफरेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी रेंज आल्सो. लो फ्रीक्वेंसी, वेरी लो फ्रीक्वेंसी, वॉइस फ्रीक्वेंसी, मीडियम फ्रीक्वेंसी, एमएफ कहते हैं जिसको हम, एचएफ हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी, वेरी हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी, अल्ट्रा हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी, super high frequency and extremely high frequency. So we are having many classification of this optical, this spectrum, electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so just today we will wind up our class by discussing this only. Okay, so this is the last topic, introduction to optical एंड सी स्टूडेंट्स, अभी तक तो मैंने ऐसा कुछ नहीं पढ़ाया जो तुम नोट करो, इसके बाद तुमको तुम्हारी कॉपी बनानी है जिसमें तुम्हें सब चीजें नोट करनी है, ठीक है। So here in this graph you can see this is my frequency moving towards high range of frequency. Frequency is in hertz, 10 to the power 2, kilo, mega, giga, tera frequency. Okay. Now these frequencies are divided into different range like low frequency, very low frequency, medium frequency, high frequency, ultra high frequency. These are marked over here. Now, these frequencies were used in particular applications that are shown over here. What are its application? You all know audio frequency range, radio frequency range, AM, FM, सबको पता है, हम यूज में लेते हैं. अब जहां पे भी ट्रैवल करते हैं by road we use FMs, we listen FM. ठीक है. So how these energies are propagating, how you can listen the song, how you can see your television telecasting, at what frequency range all these things are going on. And at the bottom we are having this wavelength in space, that is in meters. Okay, wavelength is very important for communication. Wavelength and frequency that are related by speed of light, that is c. Okay, so we are starting with radio frequency. So this is my radio frequency range. रेडियो फ्रिक्वेंसी रेंज मेरा स्टार्ट हो रहा है 10 to the power 4. ओके, उससे पहले भी रेडियो फ्रिक्वेंसी कह सकते हो तुम, बट दैट इज वेरी लो फ्रिक्वेंसी. So powers in telephone were using this low frequencies, very low frequency. And voice was needed in telephone. ठीक है, तो voice frequency बहुत low होती थी, जिसे हम audio frequency भी कहते हैं. तो that is this 10 to the power 4. वहां तक I used power and telephone. Okay, then radio frequency started, where I used radios and televisions. Integrated circuits, these are using this frequency range from 10 to the power 4 to 10 to the power 8. So this is my radio frequency range. Till 10 to the power 8, 9 तक मेरा radio frequency range रहेगा. ठीक है, उसके बाद microwave, तो micrometer wave will be there. Micrometer wave. So microwave devices were working over your radar, microwave antennas and magnetrons. Here, see here we are having this range of frequencies known as VHF, very high frequency, ultra high frequency, far infrared frequency comes in between this only, this range. उसके बाद चालू होता है मेरा optical fiber communication range. So infrared region, far infrared region के बाद यहाँ से I use this light energy. Light energy is here. Between, after you can say 10 to the power 12 hertz, my light energy start propagating. तो infrared laser range is that. ठीक है, उसके बाद मेरा ऑप्टिकल फाइबर कम्युनिकेशन स्टार्ट होता है विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रम. This is my visible light spectrum which I can see. This is known as optical fiber range. 10 to the power 15 के near about communication starts. 10 to the power 13, 14 के बाद communication start हो जाता है for light energy. ठीक है, so this is my optical spectrum and its wavelength you can see 10 to the power -4, -5 के लगभग तुम्हारी wavelength है. ठीक है, and approximate wavelength is in 1.7 micrometer, 2.8 micrometer for optical fiber communication. Wavelength I am talking about. ठीक है, so this is my overall electromagnetic spectrum. And this is very important. We all should remember. See, applications are shown over here: AM radio, FM radio, terrestrial and satellite communication. And here for optical fiber I will use. This is the overall electromagnetic spectrum showing the region used for optical fiber communication. So any doubt you can ask. And see, in the classroom I have shared different books also. These books I have shared. All these are very standard book and very basic books. Govind Agrawal Senior is a very basic book. This is, I think, John Senior. Yes, a very good book of optical fiber communication, from basics to masters to PhD holders, which who are performing PhD in this field. They are using this book only. They are using this book only. So it is a very, very basic book of fiber, and the language used is very easy. I generally my notes are there and my presentation are there from this book only. So you can see this frequency spectrum over here, which is given in the book also. I have opened the book. Is it visible to all? So I opened this book. This shows electromagnetic spectrum, and very nicely they have mentioned everything in this diagram. So start studying fiber optic communication. Very interesting subject. A little bit of theoretical also. 70-30% ratio is there for numerical and theory. So we will wind up our class today here only. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. Yes, student, any doubt? Okay, so goodbye, and please take care and be safe, be healthy, and stay at home. That is very important right now. So goodbye, students.